Hi, you are watching the Times News. America is slowly moving towards the brink of default. You cannot imagine the extent to which the American economy has been destroyed for the past 6 months. America is in this state today because of the policies of American President Joe Biden. Inflation is not being controlled by this government, nor is the economy being controlled. What happened now is that before proceeding with the video, I request you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you get all the latest updates. A rough week is for the banking industry. The collapse of Silicon Bank, the second biggest bank collapse in US history. The Silicon Valley Bank collapsed on March 10 after a run on deposits doomed the tech-focused lender's plan to raise fresh capital. This prompted US regulators to step in with emergency measures, including seizing another bank 3 days later in a bid to ease fears that depositors might pull their money from other lenders. We will explain how this crisis unfolded and what could happen next. Silicon Bank had gotten all of these deposits. Their deposits tripled. It was a huge influx. And they did what banks do, they took some of the deposits and made loans. But they also invested a lot of them in securities which are pretty safe. Some issues had been bubbling under the surface at Silicon Valley Bank since the Federal Reserve started raising rates. When rates rose, the bonds fell in value. It's not a big problem for you unless you have to go and sell the bonds. But deposits started leaving the bank faster than they anticipated and they had to sell their bonds and take a very big loss. The bank made an announcement on Wednesday night that it needed to raise capital and was planning to do that the next day. The investors completely freaked out, sold off the stock, and then a bank run started where people tried to withdraw $42 billion in deposit just in that one day. And by Friday morning it was seized by regulators. The regulators have responded in a way that they are hoping stems the panic. The Fed said we are going to be offering this lending facility that's a backstop. We are going to be insuring all of the deposit effectively of this bank that failed. The collapse mattered because it could have broader economic effects. There was the risk that this panic would spread to other parts of the banking system. We saw some really significant news with some of the banks that investors were most concerned about last week. Most notable Signature Bank, a New York-based bank, was also seized on Sunday night. It is the third largest bank failure in US history. And First Republic put out a statement saying they had gotten some extra money from the Federal Reserves and also from JP Morgan. They are hoping that reassures their investors and their depositors. The key thing to watch for is the panic. Over that's the big question, do people stop pulling their money out? Do investors and customer kind of are they reassured in the way? That will the government be able to do all this? Will the government be able to convince the people? All this will be known in the next coming days. If you like my news, please subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.